Hi, this is Harish here. Welcome to DB2 LUW Tips and Tricks video tutorial part 150. In this tutorial, the tip that I want to provide you is the transaction log full error is very different from transactional log limit error, or you are exceeding the transactional log limit. The script files that I'm using, the data files that I'm using are available for free download at db2luwacademy.blogspot.com. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel youtube.com/db2luwacademy. So this is a problem scenario. So why I want to say these two things, like the transaction log full error and transaction log limit, is different. Because one is like it is talking about running out of the actual transactional log space, and the other one is like the transaction limit exceeding. That is also like, it's a transaction log full error from the perspective of transaction, but you have to manually go and set that using max_log dbcfg parameter. The confusion is created because the error code is the same. See, we can even argue that it is a verbiage, right? It's a verbiage issue, like, because the whole thing is like the transaction is not allowed to continue because the allocated log space for the transaction is exceeded. That is the whole idea. So maybe from a technical standpoint, they are giving you the same SQL code, which is SQL 0964C. But the KC documentation uses both the things interchangeably, and it's kind of creating some confusion. For example, one instance of confusion I can figure, like I had it, like I had this confusion, is like when you're reading the documentation in the import utility and the how it plays the import utility, how it plays with the registry variable db2 force app on max log. Okay, so I'll show you the KC words itself. Okay, so here is the KC words. So this is on the 11.5 version, and the command is import command. Okay, so you can see here db2 force app on max log. If it is set to false, the import utility will be able to automatically avoid running out of active log space by performing the commit. So I think whether you perform, whether you give commit count automatic or whether you give some specific commit count other than 0, it will always attempt to resolve the log full condition. So see, here also they are saying it will attempt to resolve the log full condition if it encounters 964C. Again, very explicitly they are mentioning transaction log full, right? So here if you see db2 force app on max log is set to true, which is the default. The import operation will fail if it encounters, again they are giving the error code. Okay, so my expectation is if my import utility is going to fail on a transaction log full error, if this registry variable is set to true, then it should be rolled back. If you, after reading this documentation, if you are arriving at that conclusion, then it is incorrect. It is an incorrect expectation. Why? Because I will show you in the next image. Like this is the db2 force app on max log registry variable. Here they are very clearly specifying what happens when the max log configuration parameter value is exceeded. It is not about getting the SQL code SQL 0964C. That is not the setting. This setting does not control this setting does not control a normal transaction log full error. Okay, this is the confusion. So this setting is only applicable for max log configuration parameter. Only if you have set that, only then it is applicable. So it took really a long time for me to figure that out. Okay, because unless you consult both the pages, you will be like getting into this confusion. Okay, so so this is more of a verbiage issue, or I mean technically it is correct. Okay, but it's just, maybe beginners will easily get confused because of that. So I'm going to demonstrate that. Okay, so here I have my system. I have connected to Blue Eyes system here and started the instance, and you can see the db2 force app max log is set to true, and also you can see log primary is 2, log secondary is 0, and max log is 0. So which means like I am not limiting any log space, so there is no transactional log limit. But the actual transaction log file itself only 2 primary log files, which you will easily exhaust actually, right? So that is the whole idea. Okay, that like I want to exhaust that. So I'll connect to ICDB. Okay, with this kind of setting, I'm connecting to the database. The staff table is already there. The statement table I have already created. I have activated not logged initially, and I've loaded some records. All these things are already done. So let's look at the count of this staff table. Okay, So let me just run that. So it should be like around 100,000 records are there, which is fine. And what I'll do is I'll delete from, I don't think there is anything out there in that okay, in that record statement 1, there is nothing there. Okay, so I'll come here. So I'll insert into statement 1. So here I am starting a transactional unit of work. So I have inserted some records into statement 1. So if you go here and you can say, like, for example, connect to ICDB, db2 double quotes select star from statement 1 with UR. Okay, so I'll do that. So you can see with I'm doing a dirty read, so the 100 is available. Okay, and I'll come back here. So I'll run this command, like import utility 1.8 GB del, commit count is 30,000, insert into staff. Obviously this will be running out of transactional log space, but since this variable is true, if you are expecting that it will be forced off and it will be rolled back, so that's a normal expectation you will have after reading the documentation, but it is an incorrect expectation. So I'll show you that. Okay, so I'm going to do that. So if it is going to hit the error transactional log full, it will not roll back the transaction. It is performing the commit actually. See, data was not loaded into database, commit will be performed. So it's continuously performing that commit, right? Which is what I was telling, right? Okay, I'll just interrupt this utility as of now. Okay, so you can see that even if you don't do the dirty read, you'll find the value because it has committed the import utility. So my expectation was, if I set that registry variable, if I set this registry variable to true, it should have rolled back, right? But that's not the case. Okay, because you are reading it, I mean, it's technically correct, but you're still not reading it properly. I don't know how to say that. Okay, now I'll give you the correct scenario. So here I'm going to update the same thing, log primary 10, so log secondary 0, softmax, max log is 10. So what happens is, so 10 log primary means about 40 MB default, so of which per transaction there is only 10%, so 4 MB only I'll be allowing. Like that I am doing the update. Okay, so let me just run the update first. Okay, so the database needs to be reactivated, so I'll do connect reset. Okay, and I will I think you need not stop and restart the instance, but any case I'll just do that just for a safety reason. Okay, so I'll stop the instance. I have now started the instance, and I will connect to I'll connect to the database. Okay, and I'll run the same thing again, insert into statement 1. Okay, so that's the same thing. Okay, and I'll run the same query now again, the same import utility now. Okay, so now it should force the import utility off and it will roll back the transaction. So if I run this, the value of 10 will not be there. You saw that, right? The database manager. So if you look at the db2 list active databases itself, the database itself became inactive because it was only one connection that activated the database, and that has been rolled back successfully. So this is the correct expectation. So if you set this, when they talk about this registry variable, they are talking about the max log setting, and they are not talking about the transactional log full error. Okay, so that is kind of I would say it's kind of a different interpretation of the same thing. Technically the error code is the same, but it is there, the intention, the functionality is different actually. That's the thing that I wanted to share you. Hope this information was useful to you. See you in the next video tutorial. Until then, bye bye.